the work everybody's doing. Yeah, it's fantastic. So everybody's, yeah, it's just nonstop. It's nice to see everybody coming in. And
the Mosquito Fire now burning close to 60,000 acres. Shifting winds pushing this fire closer to the town of Foresthill.
Overnight, firefighters working hard to contain this fast-moving fire. Evacuation orders and warnings have been extended all the way to Auburn.
Steep terrain and a lot of dry vegetation surely continue to make battling this fire very difficult. Welcome to ABC 10 News at 11 a.m. I'm Walt Gray.
And I'm Conchetta Callahan. Thank you for joining us.
So here's how the firefight looks to the moment. CAL FIRE says it's 58,000 acres. 540 acres have burned so far, and right now containment, according to CAL FIRE, 20%. Now a little over a week into this fire, 64 structures have been destroyed. Thousands have been evacuated.
And on alert, firefighters were on structure protection after the fire jumped Mosquito Ridge Road, putting the town of Foresthill in danger. Erratic winds playing a huge part in the fire's progress yesterday. And as we mentioned earlier, the fire came dangerously close to Foresthill. That's where we find ABC 10's Monica Coleman. Monica?
Hey, good morning. Yes, as we know, the Mosquito Fire did jump the American River yesterday, and we saw this morning the destruction that happened. But we did see that they did save Foresthill High School, and I do have spokesperson here, Bud England. Tell us, what does the firefight look like today as we continue into this week of firefight?
Firefighters will stay engaged in the fire line and will work around the clock to protect the community up here in Foresthill.
And what is something that you're really focusing on today? I know we focused on Morton's. That's where we're at right now. Also the high school. Is there any other structures that are big highlights for the crews?
Well, our crews are along this whole ridge line and the whole town of Foresthill, because all the structures here are important and we want to protect all the structures that we can here in Foresthill. So all of our resources that are assigned to this area are along this ridge, along this corridor, to protect the whole entire community up here.
And we see the smoke behind us. You really just can't ignore it. You can barely see beyond the horizon. But when you look in front of us, we see blue skies. Is that a sign of good news?
Well, it is good news in the fact that we can now fly aircraft on the incident and use aircraft to help the ground resources fight this fire. When the smoke and the inversion is in, it limits our flying capabilities, and so it adds a tool to our toolbox that we can use to fight this fire. And today you will see a lot of aircraft being used to help again protect these structures and this community, but also out in the other parts of the area of the fire that are critical for our containment process.
My last question for you this morning: what is the biggest challenge for crews as we go into day 8 of firefight?
Obviously, this is very steep, very rugged terrain, and that has been one of our hardest parts of fighting this fire. Very steep canyons, and then just the terrain itself. It's very difficult to get heavy equipment in, and so there's a lot of work being done on the ground with ground forces, and so it's very difficult terrain, and that's been a hindrance.
Bud England, he's a spokesperson for the Mosquito Fire. We thank you for your time this morning. And we are right in front of a canyon that he's talking about. You can see right behind me, there's a containment line that was just built. And then beyond the horizon, you can see that smoke as this fire does continue to burn this morning. But progress is being made. We are seeing more containment as the morning goes on. And we'll continue to give you the latest on air and online. Back to you.
Monica, thank you. We just heard there's still a lot of work to do, and we see that thick line of smoke there behind.